So here's what I learned after going through hundreds of funnels and doing a lot of research. And this is besides, by the way, this is besides the hundreds of funnels that I've built myself for, 6, 7, and 8 figure clients. This is just from my research of going through these other people, successful people who are using Clickfunnels, they've made millions of dollars. I noticed this one thing and I was like, why didn't I do this? Why haven't I just been focused on this part? Not just this part, but been focused more on this part, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. So a couple of days ago I had this big epiphany and I was like, man, we're gonna have a kid in a couple of weeks, a second kid. So now I want to restructure a couple of things in my business. I'm still going to build funnels for clients, but I want to be very specific who I work with for a couple of reasons, and we'll talk about that later in this video. But another thing that I realized was I want to have a little bit more passive income. I'm getting passive income right now, but I want to be able to scale and help more people without having to do it all done for you. And I do have courses, I do have coaching, but I'm just gonna scale that further and use the knowledge and experience that I have now, working with all these people. It's mind-blowing, like the amount that I learn from building funnels for other people. I'm like, that's why this funnel is converting. It's not because of the design in itself. It's not just because of the copy. It's because this thing, right? Sometimes it's because I look at the offers. Anyways, it helps me so much, and I want to, continue teaching that to other people. I remember when I used to, I wanted to be a professional soccer player, and my coach would always tell me, like, you learn a lot by learning, but you learn more of what you've learned by coaching. And I didn't understand it at the time, but we used to do soccer practices for kids, and we were teaching them these drills and all that. And it was true, like it was a different perspective when you coach these kids about how to do these drills. And you're like, that makes sense. Like, why don't you do this? And then you realize, like, okay, so that's what I should be doing in this situation. And it's kind of the same here. Like, I'm building funnels for successful entrepreneurs, and I'm teaching and coaching what I'm learning, right? It's not theory. It's not like I'm taking something and repurposing the content. And I think that's why a lot of people struggle with coming up with content, is because they feel inauthentic, that like, I have to come up with content versus just picking one thing, becoming good at that one thing, and then talking about what you're actually doing versus creating. You're just documenting, kind of like Gary Vee always talk about. But so what I learned, and now I'll get to the good stuff. Here's what I learned after going through all these funnels. So as you know, there's different business models. Like we have the e-commerce model, we have the info product model, we have like these different, depending on what you're selling, you want to use different funnels and different pricing strategy and all of that. But what I learned was that even people who are doing low ticket stuff like e-commerce, as you go on, you build on, for example, take Warrior, Wake Up Warrior, take Lady Boss. Yeah, they have physical products, they have e-commerce, but you look at the thing. So for example, health products. You look at the thing that people actually want. It's not a supplement, but it's the transformation. So now the buying process becomes more transformational versus transactional. This was huge, and I knew it. But when I started looking at all these different funnels, I'm like, this makes a lot of sense. And so, e-commerce brands, again, they can bundle, here's the physical product, here's how you use it, here's trainings how to use it, here's workout videos, here's recipes. And it's all these different things to transform the lifestyle, not just improve a part of it. Does that make sense? So let's go into the info model then. We have courses, we have coaching, books, we have all these events, all these different things that people can sell throughout the value ladder. But when I was looking at this, I was like, where people actually make profit, like money that they get to keep? It's not from the book, it's not from speaking, it's not from doing these things that you might have traditionally thought was profitable. Now they can make a little bit of money. I'm not saying they won't make money doing it, but the profit that they keep after spending it on paid advertising, PR, team, all these different things, like the money that they actually keep come from high ticket clients. And now what I mean by that, so for an example, let's say that again, why not use fitness for an example. Now you might be selling supplements, or you might be selling fitness coaching, and you charge $100 per hour or $50 per hour or 50 euros per hour. And you get this client and they come back for a couple of weeks and then they leave, right? Or they stay, great. But what you're doing is you're selling transactional coaching, like, hey, I'm gonna help you. Oh, you want another hour? You want another session? Okay, you want 6 weeks? Great. What I've seen these people do that are super successful is you have these 1,000 people, okay? Let's say you have 1,000 dream customers in your audience, and you can find that on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. You don't need to paid advertising to find 1,000 customers. Can we all agree on that? So how do you find these people? You go into Facebook groups, you go into where they're hanging out already, and you provide something for free. That could be, hey, you want to get started, you want to get this result in like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, great. Here's how you can do that. And you give them one thing, one step of the transformation. And then what I've seen with everybody is that they have something that is transformational, that is high ticket for a very specific group of those 1,000 people. So out of these 1,000 people, there's going to be a group of people who have more time than money. And then there's another part, typically less people than the other one. They have more money, but less time. So how can you serve these people? Well, you could say, I'm just going to work with people who pay thousands of dollars, and everybody that you meet, you could imagine that this is a prospect and that's how you talk to them. Or you could give something away for free, upsell them something that is a little bit more valuable, gets them, different results. It could be, for an example, funnel building. It could be me teaching you how to get your first funnel client. You want to build funnels for other people, other businesses? Here's how you do that. Here's where you go to find them. Here's how you close, and here's how you build the funnel and deliver it. Right? Once you do that, you see that it's working, you get these results, and you're like, you could just go back and do the same thing, or maybe you want to have some structure, you want to have some systems and automation. Maybe you want to hire a VA, you want to build a team. Maybe you want to learn how to sell more, okay? Become the CEO of the business. Personally, I don't like to have a big team. I like to build funnels. I love the work in progress, the creative process of it, and the learning experience of seeing all these people, what they're selling, and helping them achieve that. So you got to know what you want, and then you can upsell them to a the big transformation. If you're selling services, that could be, I'll charge $5,000 and I'll take care of everything start to finish for this project. I'll build the funnel, I'll write the copy, the email sequence, I'll set up the domain, I'll integrate it with your whatever, the membership area or your application. I'll integrate everything for you. You just sit back, you pay me a little bit more, but I'll do everything for you. Boom. Now, if you want to get more people into the 5,000, you want to reverse engineer what you're doing and say, okay, where do I go to find more people who want that full, complete, done for you funnel? Okay, maybe in the Clickfunnels group. How can I provide something of value? Well, I'll create my own group, provide free trainings, maybe give away a funnel template, get these leads, nurture these leads, provide value over 4 weeks, and then I'll pitch them, or 2 weeks, and then I'll see if this person is interested. And I'll obviously all this is automated plus the content you create, but follow the principle here. And then you sell them a Clickfunnels mini course, or a funnel conversion course, or an email mastery course, and you sell them the next thing, the next logical step that they want in the full transformation. And because you're not transactional, you're not just selling one thing that is like kind of related. No, it gets them closer to that full transformation, which is having a full funnel business, right? So that's just one way to look at it. I realized as I was looking at all these funnels, like, man, and here's my big lesson. I've been overcomplicating it. I started out being minimalistic. I started out being lean. I started out being simple. And I was just like, listen, this is what you need to do. Launch this one funnel. Just set up one offer, okay? And get people on the phone. And if you're a good fit, by the way, qualify them before through the application. I had one funnel for people. Go through that and talk to people on the phone. Okay, if you're just getting started, maybe take a couple of free clients first to get results for them. Okay, I've done that with people in the past. I'm like, hey, I want to build a funnel for you. I think I can make it better looking than it is right now. Let me do that for you for free. I did that, sent it over. They're like, whoa. Okay, they're blown away. But I messaged them first, and I got that green light, so I'm not wasting my time either. And I'm building a relationship, and now they're like posting about me, and I'm getting other people asking me to build this funnel. And you can do this with everything. You're getting that social proof. You're getting that, credibility through actually helping people versus creating content and just pushing promoting yourself out there. So that was a big takeaway. I'm thinking of ways, and by the way, if you're not subscribed on my channel, make sure you do so. Click the notification bell. What I'm planning to do right now with this is go back to basic. There's a lot of ways that you could create these mini low ticket offers, right? But what I've noticed again is like, you don't make a lot of money selling like $30 products. You don't make a lot of money selling $50 products, or, you know, monthly $7 subscriptions. Like you don't make a full-time living doing that just like that if you're getting started. And so even if you use paid advertising, the goal is just to get free customers. You spend $10, you make $10 back. Now you have a customer who will need the full transformation. Transformational selling versus transactional. It was huge. And I knew these things, I've heard them, but I've been, you know, as I've been working with all these people, sometimes you listen to what they're saying, and sometimes you question what they're saying, but sometimes you're just there to provide the services that they're asking for. So they're like, I have these offers, I want to design for it. I'm like, okay, I'll do that. You know, here's the price, boom, ready to go. And what I've done now after doing all this research, I'm taking a more, and I've done this for a couple of months now, but I'm taking a more a perspective as a consultant. And I'm selling my services as, yes, I'll build a funnel, but listen, we gotta tweak the offer a little bit. We gotta, you know, test this, and we test different things. And again, what I'm noticing is that we're seeing way better results where we get people on the phone. We're selling people mid-ticket, high-ticket. It could start from 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, or even 10,000. I've had clients who pay me over 10,000. So, a couple of them. So, I mean, I'm not a good salesperson, right? But I do know how to do the marketing before, through a simple funnel, for people to already like me, trust me, and want to buy before we get on the call. I've had people on the calls who say, listen, I'm ready to buy. Like, we can do the whole qualification thing, but I'm ready to buy. And I just asked them a couple of simple questions to understand what their expectations are, because that's important as well. But that's just a little lesson that I learned. If you don't have a back-end higher ticket offer right now, reach out, let me help you create that. I also have some exciting announcements coming soon. I'm creating a free Clickfunnels course, which is exciting. And so we're also creating some merch. It's fun times. So if you're not already, like I said, if you're not subscribed, if you haven't hit that notification bell, please do that. Also like this video. The more likes we get, the more people can see this video in the algorithm. And until next time, take care. Peace.